keep her from getting to Jesus. Because there was something in her that made her know that she just thought about it. She had a thought in her mind that if I could just touch this man, I would be free. I could stay home. Oh, it was something in her that made her say, if I could just get to him, I'll never let go the same. Immediately. It stopped. The issue was gone. There was no more issue. It stopped. Immediately.
Yes, sir.
Oh, the power of Jesus Christ would make your issue. Cease. It's only Jesus. I don't care about that package that they put on the wall. You tell me from A to Z, if you do this, you'll be free. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the power. It's God who shed his blood for us. Worthless sinners. The Bible says while we were, God commanded his love toward us, that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. It's only the power that's in Jesus Christ. Hallelujah. Only the power that's in Jesus Christ that'll stop that issue. Father God, I thank you. I thank you, God. Go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead, Pastor. Ask me a question.
Who touched me?
Oh, who touched me? Oh, let me tell you. Because I didn't know what else to do. The woman began to tell a story. I had an issue with blood. I had an issue of fornication. I had an issue of adultery. I had an issue of drugs. I had an issue of alcoholism. I had an issue of hatred, backbiting, envy, anger, strife, bitterness. I had an issue. I had an issue. But like I said, I was the woman with the issue. Come on. So many times. We say that we're whole. We say that we're healed. Oh, I've been delivered. say, I believe. But I let the world and all the things around me come in and overpower that faith that I had when I was a little girl that would make me walk down the street on Sunday mornings. Stephanie know what I'm talking about. We go to Good Times Baptist Church. I was by myself. I was number 8 years old. And every Sunday, I walked down Edison Highway to go to church because it was faith that they taught me about. It was faith that made me go. It wasn't somebody holding up a Bible to my head saying, you better go to church, you better go to church. No, it was the faith. I believed in this man called Jesus that they talked about so much. And then we had the nerve to get into these different places, into arenas, and somebody had to ask you, do you know your word? No, I didn't know my word. I didn't know how important I was. I was looking for everybody else to validate me, to tell me how great you are, how beautiful you are, how wonderful you are. But forgetting about the one who counted me worthy, who called me worthy, who said I was worthy enough to stand here before his children and minister his word. That's who I forgot about.
All right.
Yes.
And I know I'm not by myself. I forgot about him because I was looking for it everywhere else. And forgetting about the one who first loved me. Before anybody. This is my father. This is my natural father. Before he ever loved me. Before he ever even knew me. Before he ever did what he did to get me.
Come on now.
God loved me first. And I forget about him. I forget about him.
Hallelujah. God.
How could I have been so crazy? How could I have been so slow? But I thank God. I thank God for choosing me. He didn't count me out. He could have given up on me, but he did. Because people sure did. People sure did. I'm going to bring this to a home in a couple more minutes. I'm not going to put no time on it because our apostle always teaches us that you don't know what the Spirit of God will do, so don't tell nobody. We're going to be a few more minutes. But I don't know how much longer I'm going to be, but I'm here to let you know that the word coming from on high is coming from the Lord. You can read it for yourself. Don't count my word for it. I'm here to let you know something.
All right. Produce the word.
That little girl that was dying, her daddy went to Jesus and said, come on.
That's right.
My baby died. Come say my baby, Jesus. Come say my baby. Yes. And Jesus, he's going on to save his baby. But it was this woman. It was this woman who stopped Jesus. Hold up, Jesus, before you do that, let me tell you about it. Come on, Jesus, wait for me. See me. She just said, don't go save the baby. Because she probably really didn't know what Jesus was going to do. All she knows is that she needed Jesus. And it didn't matter what, nothing else mattered. She needed Jesus. But this little girl, she was laying there dying. She's 12 years old. Well, this woman had this issue for 12 years. So it lets me know that the year this little girl was born was the year this woman got sick. Now you got two people who's going through something. They're both dying. Technically. Imagine yourself living for 12 years. What would be naturally happening to you? This girl only been suffering that particular day, however many hours, or whatever the case might have been. But this woman has suffered for 12 years. Just because you struggled longer than I have, don't mean my struggle ain't no better. That's important to Jesus. Come on. It don't matter. 12 years or 12 minutes. When it comes down to Jesus, he has no respect for person. That's what his word says. Read it for yourself. Don't believe me. He said he has no respect for person. That's right. So it don't matter how long. But it's ironic that this child that was dying, 12 years old that was dying, and this woman that had been sick this child's whole life, that they had an encounter with Jesus on the same day.
Come on now.
On the very same day. That's how bad Jesus is. Because see, that woman, she had to go through whatever she had to with Jesus on the same day. And these people that was in this house, everybody figured the girl was dead.
Right.
I guess she stopped breathing. I guess her eyes are closed. For them, they were dead. Let's go ahead on the crowd. She gone. But Jesus let her father know, don't believe that report. Don't believe that report. Just don't fear. Just keep your faith right where you need to be, and I'm going to bless you. Keep your faith right there, and I'm going to bless you.
Amen.
So when they went to this house, and these people weeping, Jesus looked around, hey, y'all stop crying now. She's not dead, she's asleep. It's okay. They laughed at her. Again, Jesus is crazy, because that girl dead, she ain't breathing. They tripping.
Right.
Because Jesus talking about this girl ain't dead, that they knew was dead. But they had a faith. So that's why they couldn't go in the room. That's why Jesus said, Lord, y'all, Peter, James, John, Mom and Daddy, y'all come and go with me, because I know where y'all faith at. Rest of these people, lead them right where they're at, and let me go ahead and do what I do.
All right.
So Jesus went in there to that girl,
Yes.
and all he had to do was he just touched her and said, girl, get up. Girl, get up.
Jesus.
That's how simple it was for him, because he's just that bad. He's just that bad. If he can immediately stop those issues, he could just touch that dead girl and say, get up.
Yes.
And it was just that simple.
Yes.
But the doubters, they had to stay outside. And so Jesus told the parents, they was even amazed, like, oh my, Jesus! They was amazed.
Yes.
But Jesus said, feed your baby. You ain't got to explain nothing to them doubters, because I told you she wasn't dead. I told you she wasn't dead. And you ain't got to explain nothing to them. So I can imagine that's why Jesus said, don't tell nobody what happened. Don't tell nobody what happened. Your faith was where it should have been.
Right.
So I did what I needed to do for you, because your faith was where it needed to be. Don't worry about everybody else.
That's right. Yes.
Everybody else will have to throw their faith in the God's faith. Because it don't look like what it should be, or what it will ordinarily be, what they think that it ought to have been. Many of us, because of our issues, have been counted out. I'm trying to show a comparison of this woman with this issue of blood and this dying girl.
Yes.
They counted this little girl out because she wasn't breathing, her eyes was closed, she was dying. Now this woman had this issue for 12 years. She couldn't be around the family and whoever else. She couldn't go where she wanted to go. She couldn't do the things that she wanted to do because the law said that she couldn't. Well, imagine yourself being isolated for 12 years. What are you going to feel like? Are you going to feel like you're dying? The little girl was laying there dying, but this woman was walking around dying, talking about, I don't know what to do with my issue. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. She was dying because she didn't know what else to do. She didn't ran out of resources. She didn't know to go touch Jesus in the beginning. She didn't know what to do, but it was just a touch. It was just a touch. One simple touch. I know that people counted me out. People counted me out.
That's right. Come on.
They counted me out.
Come on.
To some people, I was dead.
Amen.
Some people, I was going to
Amen.
die.
Come on.
Some people said, I won't never be nothing, was going to have 10 babies, be on welfare, live in the projects all my life. Some people secretly wish that I had never been born, and I'm not saying he making nothing up, y'all. This is stuff that I was taught